Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 12 chat. Oh,
hi.
You also have dirty glasses.
They're pretty dirty. All right, so it's episode 11. Oh, hi.
It's eviction night. Biatch.
Yeah. Last time Kayla used the veto. Oh. And on Bailey and Viv.
I mean, I'm glad that Bailey's safe.
Well, yeah, but you know what? She probably would have been Anywho. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vivek turned into freaking Judas. Judah.
Judas.
All right, so he put up Dennis against Elijah.
Yeah. That was really messed up.
Do you think he did that because it's Easter this weekend?
Oh my god! That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, does that make Dennis... Jesus.
Maybe.
There's a jury buyback, or a pre-jury battle back?
Oh, because he's resurrected?
He's come back, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, so Dennis said, F. I got F. I'm going to burn the house.
He was very shocked. He was not expecting this at all. I think most people wouldn't in his position, because what?
I mean, I was pretty shocked, too, when...
this was all going down?
Yeah.
I mean, he just used the veto on him last week.
I mean...
Insane.
Honestly, though, he did plan on voting Vivek out the week before.
The week before.
Before
the veto?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Wait, what do you mean?
Dennis won the veto.
Mm-hmm.
And if he knew...
Oh, you mean that same week, though, last week. Yeah.
If he knew that Donna was going up, he wasn't going to use the veto.
It's hard to say, because he was all like daddy's son with Vivek. So, I don't know. I think he definitely would have been less likely to use the veto, but...
I don't think he would have had a problem kissing his butt goodbye.
I also don't feel like Donna and Dennis were each other's number ones. I don't know where that came from. I don't think that's true.
I don't think they were each other's number ones, but I think Dennis knew that...
Donna was willing to make moves.
Right, and he needed asses in the seats.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, let's be real. Donna was way more likely to make a big move than Vivek. And when I say a big move, I mean go out for Anthony.
Make a smart move, not a stupid big move.
Yeah, I mean, there's big moves, and then there's smart moves.
Right. All right, so Dennis and Vivek have a chat, and he said, Dougie got in your ear. Or he said, Dougie got in your ear.
I mean, how awkward was it before they went and chatted, and Vivek was just looking at...
Staring at him,
Dennis,
saying,
like...
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
Our poor dog makes the same Vivek face when he gets embarrassed. He goes...
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was a lot.
All right, so he said, I put you up because it wasn't just me that wanted you up on the block. It was the whole house.
Basically, Vivek, in his mind, he's like, all right, I'm going to do what everyone's telling me to do, and in return, they're all going to keep me safe for multiple weeks.
Yeah, for the rest of the show.
They're going to vote for me to win because I did this.
Right. So then, while they're talking, Dougie is at the door. Actually, he didn't even knock. He just comes busting in there, and he's like...
And Dennis is like, I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to talk to you either.
Get out.
So Anthony did end up staying there for a few minutes, but then he was like, all right, I'm outie.
He shut that down. He shut it down. He said, get out. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
You jerk. All right, so...
Dennis lets Vivek know,
this was stupid.
You're going to be out of here soon. Maybe you'll be good for like a week or two, but this is not buying you that much safety.
Yeah, no one's ever going to trust you again. You freaking screwed me over.
Yeah, like, look what you just did to who everybody saw as your closest ally.
He's Jafar, the vile betrayer.
Yeah.
But Vivek said, I still love you. And I...
That's easy to say when you're the one who betrayed and not the one who was betrayed.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
I hope we can still be friends outside of the game.
Get out of here.
All right, so.
Tola, Elijah, and Bailey were all in the same room together.
Tola can do whatever the F he wants right now because while at the beginning of the season he was like the worst person on the show.
Everybody was against him at first.
Yeah. Now he's like, oh man, that was light years ago. I could just kick my feet up now and let them fight it out.
He was like, can we just take a moment to think about what just happened? Yeah, because it was insane. Nobody was expecting... Well, some people who were part of it were expecting that. But
Todd thought it was going to be him.
Yeah, Todd was very nervous.
Oh.
I mean, he did talk that crap about Vivek at the beginning of the week.
Don't you touch our Todd. All right, so Dennis said no one is going to win against the cult of Dougie, and he is correct.
It really is astounding how so many of these people are willing to put their games on the line
to do the dirty work.
Dougie. What are you doing? Like, did you forget why you're there?
I don't know what it is.
Did you get paid by production beforehand, like, to protect him? Like, what is this?
I don't know, but there would be no effing way I would do anything for him.
It's very Paul.
They gotta get me in there, but I'm not Canadian.
Yeah. Paul and the Friendship, season 19.
Huh?
Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said he's a 19.
No. Season 19.
Like he is? He looks a lot older than that.
Guys, you gotta remember, it is late on the East Coast right now.
All right, so Dennis and Kayla, she freaking lied to his face. She's like, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah. And then by the time Vivek told me what he was going to do, I had already promised Bailey that I was going to use the veto on her. So, like, sorry. Meanwhile, Kayla was a huge part of getting Dennis up on the block. Kayla, Spicy, and Anthony, those three went and tag teamed Vivek.
Do you want to rehearse? Do you want to role play?
Yeah.
No, I'll just do it. Do it effing live.
Right.
All right, so you got to watch the Digital Daily.
You get the whole
spoilers.
Not the whole story,
Updates.
but you get more story.
Yeah.
Usually.
You get slightly more story.
Yeah.
So Vivek and Tola, this is one of Canada's what we like to call teachable moments, where they let Tola explain to Vivek his horrible backstory. It was really heartbreaking that he was born in a refugee camp.
What his family had to go through to get to Canada, and losing siblings along the way. That's so sad.
Awful.
Yeah.
It's really awful, but I'm glad he came out on the other side.
Yeah. I will say, I know Vivek spent a lot of time, because Anthony told him to, getting to know people on a more personal level this week. And I remember him saying, like, oh, so inspired by everyone's stories. I wish we could have heard more of the stories on the Digital Dailies, because we didn't hear that. We didn't hear anybody's really...
We just heard Goose talking about what video games and books he likes.
Yeah. It would have been nice if we could have heard more of that, excuse me, on the Digital Dailies.
Yeah, because we didn't see that.
Right.
All right, so, ding dong. The doorbell. Oh my God, what could that possibly mean?
Why do we have to keep doing the SpawnCon on Wednesdays? It's eviction night, baby.
We need more gameplay.
Yeah.
But I guess there wasn't really that much gameplay on this week because everything was already set in stone.
Dennis was fighting hard, but like...
He was. They didn't really show it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a skip the dishes challenge.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of spoons and some eggs. And you gotta walk around doing weird stuff with a friggin' egg on a spoon for half an hour.
If you can make it the full half hour without dropping your egg,
you get a
meal.
Skip gift card with which you can purchase a feast for yourself that will be delivered to the house.
Oh my God.
Did the delivery guy take a bite out of each thing? Because that's what really happens.
I hope
you know
so.
that.
Well, this reminded me of like in school when they give you the egg and they're like, we're gonna train you for parenthood or whatever. They should Was it Canada or the U.S. that time that they gave them the babies like that, where you put the key in their back when they're crying? That was Canada,
you.
wasn't it?
That was you.
No, I've done that. I'm saying, though, like, yeah, I did that in 8th grade.
I thought you were talking about, like, Degrassi.
No, I'm talking about this show.
Oh.
I think it was Canada that they did that.
Okay.
That was hilarious. But anyway, yeah, this one you had to carry around the egg. Yeah. I don't think they were allowed to sit, because that would have been too easy.
Yeah.
And they showed everybody walking around, like, the whole time.
Why would you go up and down the stairs?
I know, right?
Just walk around the freaking thing, man.
Do a few laps.
All right, so Avery dumped hers.
She was the first to dump.
Yeah, and then Elijah. Because the egg was probably about as big as he was.
Oh, no!
And then Dougie dropped it with 1 minute left.
Yikes. I mean, he decided to go down the stairs.
That was dumb.
Meanwhile, Spicy V's like, leg up.
Yeah, she was really good with that egg. I think she's done this before.
I don't know.
So then everybody except Avery, Dougie, and Elijah got delicious, yummy food delivered right to the house with only 1 bite taken out of each.
I guess they all got to pick different things because it seemed like they were all eating different genres of food.
Some people had sushi. Some people had other stuff. Mm-hmm. It looked like Matt was eating like a panettone or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
There was definitely some Italian in there.
Did anybody get poutine?
Maybe.
I mean, it's Canada, right?
Yeah.
All right, so back to the game. Goose campaigning.
Yeah, I mean, he really doesn't give much in his campaigns.
Stay in the house.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, Dennis and Bailey. Dennis says Dougie got to Vivek.
Yeah.
Duh.
Dennis knows that his best chance to stay is to get the girls' votes, right? He feels pretty good about tied, so if he can lock in at least 4 of the girls, he's good to go. He needs 5 votes.
Well, he'll have Bailey's vote if the rest of the votes are there.
I mean, he figures Bailey knows we need to make some moves here and, like, go after Dougie.
Dennis is one of the only ones left who would
be willing to do that. Yeah. Who would have the guts to do that.
The balls, the chutzpah, the innards.
Yeah.
All right, so
Bailey, I think Bailey is also, like, feeling guilty that he went up when she came down, because I'm sure if it was up to her, she would not want him to be the replacement nominee.
All right, it's time for a rag on Lexus party with starring Spicy V, Avery, Kayla, and Bailey.
Honestly, though, I don't blame them, because I'd be ragging on her, too.
Mm-hmm. She's spending all of her time draped over Matt.
It's true, though. Like, when is she ever with anyone else? Yeah, and
she's like the dog I showed you on Instagram.
Yeah, the trust fall one. Yeah. And she, like, if you're gonna do that, whatever. But, like, she doesn't bring any information back to the girls. And the girls are hearing that she's spilling stuff to Matt.
There is no information coming from him.
I mean, I'm sure they're talking some game, right?
The information is, we haven't done anything yet. Because I'm really into you,
oh, God.
Baby.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the girls are concerned, the info is going one way, and it's from Lexus to Matt. So they are not happy with her. They're not even convinced that she would vote with them if they did decide to flip and keep Dennis.
Well, Dennis is not just going to up and leave easily.
He had a little strategy chat with the 4 girls. So all the girls minus Lexus.
Because she's too busy.
And honestly, he had a really good pitch. Mm-hmm. He was like, you're going to need me to go up against the big guys. Yeah. And I'm not just a vote. Goose is just kind of a vote for you. Like, what else is he doing? Well.
Exactly.
But he's like, I've won competitions. I have resources that you can use.
Vivek's a snake. He's a liar.
Yeah, he was making a point of saying,
don't keep a showmance in the house.
Right. He was basically saying, I'm going to go after Vivek, and I also want to split up the showmance, and trying to, like, kind of distance himself from targeting Anthony, because he knows doesn't go so well when people say they want to target him.
When you put your name in Anthony's mouth, or we put Anthony's name in your mouth.
Put it in his mouth. Yeah.
All right, it's time for the Arista check-in. You know what that means. We're getting ready to vote. We're getting ready to run like idiots between the living room and the diary room.
Let's see some hustle.
So Elijah went first, and he said, I'm a pawn shield.
Yeah, he's basically like, if you get rid of me, somebody else is going to have to be the pawn, so don't do it.
Don't do it, man. And then Dennis gets up, and...
Dennis in the mesh shirt?
He said, yeah, he was ready to go to the club after this with the leopard pants, too.
Yeah, get it.
Wonderful. So then he said, Vivek is a vile betrayer.
He's like, I don't know if I have the room
to forgive.
Yeah. But he's like, I hope I can.
But to
basically,
to everyone else, thank you. You were wonderful. And yeah, see you, Arissa. All right, so the votes were unanimous. I'm surprised Todd didn't at least give him a pity vote.
Yeah, I thought he would, but maybe I wouldn't be surprised if Dennis told him like, don't do it.
Don't do it, man.
Who knows?
You already got enough problems in there.
Yeah, I'm bummed to see Dennis go. It's way too soon.
Me too. He was really starting to come alive there a little bit. I mean, in the beginning, I thought he was like a little bit too fan entitled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then he was really getting into the game.
Yeah.
All right. So Dennis talks to Arissa, and he said, "I am exhausted.
I don't blame you.
I didn't give up. You know." I didn't roll over like Janine. And
yeah, I mean, he did his best. He really did fight to stay this week,
yeah.
But people just were not on board with it.
He said, there will be blood. There will be more carnage to come.
That is for sure.
And then Arissa said, who do you want to win? And who do you think will win?
Well, he said Tola.
For both.
Is Tola cursed now? Because every time somebody's evicted,
yeah,
they say somebody and then that person is out the next week.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
So we'll see. I don't know. Tola, be careful.
All right. Well, it's time for the goodbye messages from the peanut gallery still stuck in the house. Viv says, forgive me.
I love you. I love you.
I honestly love you.
Okay. And then it took a turn.
Oh, Dickie Dougie.
Well, okay. Matt was like,
Oh.
you have to go because you're coming after me and Dougie.
And then Dickie Dougie said...
Wait, and then Victoria...
Oh.
Victoria's like, you had to go because you're coming after Dougie and he's my number one.
Dickie Dougie and I are working together. And now Dickie Dougie finally went through this whole long thing about, like, this person said my name, that this person said my name.
Oh my god.
That you said about that.
It was so cringe.
It was cringe.
And as Janine pointed out on Twitter, she never said Dougie's name. He made that up. I guess he's believing his own lies now.
He's consuming his own farts.
He's padding that resume.
I'm
going
to need a fact check on that resume.
It was too much.
Well,
it's too much.
Let's get that out of our mouth and go to the HOH comp.
Okay. Finally, we get to see one all the way through on the episode.
All right. Well, you know they have the trophy room with all of the ridiculous trophies in there. Which
Honestly,
is so
a lot
much
of them are fun.
Yeah. They're super fun.
Yeah.
So everybody's been studying them, or they should have been, because you know when they have something like...
It's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up.
It will be on the test.
Exactly. So it's a true or false trivia.
Mm-hmm. Trivia comp.
And it's a single elimination.
Right.
If you get one wrong,
You're
you got to
out.
sit down on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So, 7 questions.
If it gets to 7 and there's a tie, they will do a
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
All right. So, Anthony, Avery, and Todd were out first on the first question.
What? I feel like Anthony threw it. I
What
don't know
about
about
Avery?
the other two. I don't know.
I think she's too busy running around the house to pay attention to the trophies. Every time somebody has a conversation, she comes busting in. Get out!
Yeah.
I don't think Todd actually gives an F.
Yeah, I don't
0
think he
F's
knows
to
what's going
give.
on.
Sorry. Which is fine.
Wafflegate! Wafflegate was that first question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Bailey was out on the on third question, maybe?
Yeah, I don't remember which one
cares?
exactly. But let's fast forward to that final two. Spicy V was very surprised to find
That she
herself
was still in the game?
in the final two next to Elijah.
She kept doing wacky crap, like switching things and right before Arissa said the answer. And
Yeah.
she ended up in the final two. And
Elijah over the top during this this competition, all like.
you know she knew the answers.
But do you think Spicy? Okay, so like let's be real. The last question, Elijah gets it right. Spicy gets it wrong. Elijah won.
Oh
my God. He was all like, whoa!
Did Spicy throw it or did Spicy bone her?
It's a good question because I know for a fact that...
You know she knows the answers.
Well, I don't know, but like, she is not comfortable with Elijah. She feels like Elijah is coming for her. Apparently, this past week, he tried to suggest her or push her to be a have-not.
Oh.
And she was like, what the hell? Like, that's a hell of a way to show that you are not a fan of me.
Right.
So, she wasn't feeling great about him. So, I don't know if she would have thrown it to him. But at the same time, I'm sure she figures, I think Anthony can, like, help me out here and make sure that I'm going to be good. Because, unfortunately, I have a feeling that Elijah is just going to do whatever Anthony wants.
Yeah, probably.
Elijah seems very loyal to the Directors Alliance.
Well, we'll see what happens, but Dougie picked him up and almost threw him up
God.
over the wall. Whoa! It's like this.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Such a cute hippo.
Oh, thanks. All right, so tease. Next week, the executive veto will be revealed.
Whoa.
And possibly passed out.
So does that mean, like, this week or, like, the following week?
I think it means this week, right?
Oh.
This next week.
Who's going to get that? Hopefully someone who will actually do something to shake up his game.
Hopefully it's going to be Todd so he doesn't go to heaven next week.
I'm worried for Todd.
Oh.
If you've been watching the dailies, Elijah was telling people during his chats that he would put Todd and Tola up on the block. So
not Todd.
I know. We'll see if he sticks with that or if Anthony convinces him otherwise or, you know, whatever. I feel like Todd will unfortunately possibly be the target.
Todd and Tola are our only hope.
I know. It's a bummer. Maybe Vivek could be in there somewhere. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty hilarious to see Vivek leave a week after that ridiculousness.
That would be fun. That would be like a beautiful backdoor.
That would be okay, but not
Yeah.
Todd. Not Todd or Tola. All right, well.
I mean, didn't Goose say that if he won HOH, he was going to put Vivek up on the block as, like, revenge? Like, how do you like being the pawn?
I don't remember hearing that.
I think he squeaked it.
Maybe. The most recent that I heard was Todd and Tola, but.
Don't send Todd to heaven.
I know. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We will be back tomorrow to talk about the newest digital daily. Yeah, and until next time, much love.